There are only two types of men that women like. If you're not in these two categories of men, women can never like you. Even if a woman is with you, she's just managing you, or she's just with you because you are the best she can do. There is nothing better out there, so she's just managing you. Now, the first one are the bad boys. Yes? A bad boy for women means a man who is rebellious and a man who is excited. A man who lives life in his own way. He doesn't follow the rules. He doesn't seek approval from anybody. He lives life on his own terms. He's unpredictable. He is dominant. And he gives women the thrill they can't resist. A bad boy is a man who women cannot control. Is a man who will dominate them. Is a man who will be assertive. Is a man who will lead them. This is what a bad boy represents to women. You know, while growing up, most women were taught to be virtuous, to be reserved, to always be connected. While growing up, most of these women were overprotected by their fathers. Now, as these women grow up, they begin to hunger for the thrills of life, for the excitement of life, for the dangers of life. They begin to develop a lot of appetite for these things that they did not experience while growing up because of how overprotective their parents were. Now, when they meet nice guys, the guys who are soft, the guy who always do everything they want, the guys who are always available, the guy who we call them 4 times in 2 hours, or let's say 10 times in a day, the guy who will always reply fast to her text. When they meet these kind of guys, they get bored. In their mind, they'll be like, these are not the kind of guys I want. I want a man who will show me the world. I want a man who will expose me to those things I did not experience while growing up. And that is when they begin to develop an appetite, a hunger, and an attraction for bad boys. This is why most times when you treat a girl well, when you do everything she asks you for, she will still leave you and go and be with a man who doesn't even put any effort to make her happy. But she left you. That was killing yourself just to make her happy. Do you know why? Because all her life, she has experienced her parents, her dad, doing everything to make her happy. But she has not experienced a man who doesn't follow the laid down rules of life. A man who lives his life on his own terms, who doesn't care about what people are saying. Women want challenge. They want men that they can tame. They want men that can trigger their emotions, their fears, excitement, passion. They want this kind of men. They don't want a man who is too needy. They don't want a man who puts women on pedestal, who thinks that women are angels, who thinks that women are the best thing that ever happened to this earth. No. Or men who are soft, or who are always trying to avoid fights with her. No. Women want men who are bold, men who are charismatic, men who are confident, men who will look them in the eye and tell them that, see, this thing you did is wrong. And if you try it again, I'm going to leave you. Women don't want guys who they can control. They want guys who will dominate them. And of course, the bad boys also are good in bed. So when you look at all these things, trust me, the worst mistake you can make is to be a nice guy. Because as a nice guy, women can never respect you. Women can never find you attractive. And women can never see you as somebody who they can tame. Because already, you are tamed. So there is nothing they will do when they are with you. They will get bored of you. They will get tired of you. So if you're not a bad boy, try to be this second one. And what is this second one? The second category of men that women want and like are the high value men with power and status. So if you're not a bad boy, try your best to be a high value man who also has power and status. But the truth is, if you are a high value man without being a bad boy, or without having some traits of bad boy in you, women will still use you for your money and throw you away. Now, the reason why women like or want men with power and status is it gives them protection. This thing comes from an instinctive side of women. Women consider themselves weak. They consider themselves as people who need protection. Now, most women know that if I date or marry a poor man, that poor man cannot protect me. Because for you to protect a woman in this modern world, you must have resources, you must have contacts, you must have power. Back in the ancient times, for you to protect a woman, you just need to know how to fight. This is why back in those days, women always preferred to date or marry warriors, because these warriors had status in the military and could also fight and could also protect them. But we are not living in those archaic ages anymore. We are living in the capitalistic age. So therefore, what runs the world today is money. And women know that for me to be protected, for me to feel safe being with this man, he must have resources. This is why women today gravitate more towards men that have money. But if you want to be the perfect man that women want, that every woman will want, you must be a combination of both. You have the bad boy traits in you, and you have power, status, and of course, money. With these with these four things combined together, women will be out here killing themselves for you. There are many men today who have power and status, but they are simps. Women will use them and dump them. And they are crying, oh, this girl broke my heart, even when they had money. How will you have money and a girl will break your heart? That means you're a fool. That means you don't even understand female nature. That means you don't even understand game. So if you're a bad boy, that means naturally you understand game. And now you have money and power. What else are you looking for? When women come to you, they will start worshiping you. They'll start worshiping you as their own black Jesus. So these are the things that you must know. These are the only two kind of guys, the only two kind of men that women like.